Live
You probably didn't see me there.
exam morgue? Oh, I wonder if Dr. Bellamy's body is down here, because they said take it to Psychotronics.
I was afraid of this. The scientists here were in the middle of something when they died. Access to the guts is closed off during experiments. Security protocol. You'll have to finish what they started. Back in the 60s and 70s, the first research teams tried to communicate with the Typhon, but this proved impossible. Their cerebral structures are highly developed and intentional, but somehow unapproachable. They have no speech of their own, no language. They don't even seem to see us. Not like we see ourselves, I mean. I'm generalizing when I say us, of course. I'm not a person. Not like you.
Live exam procedure in progress. Local lockdown in effect until procedure terminates.
Live procedure Phantom Genesis. Live exam series. Please ensure there is a cadaver in the enclosure and activate psychoscopes prior to opening containment cylinder. Warning, activate psychoscopes.
Warning, examination theater compromised.
Oh, it's
Warning,
electric.
examination theater compromised.
Well, that's not good. And it got out.
Warning, examination
It's got like a number.
theater compromised. Warning,
Oh my gosh.
examination theater compromised.
Oh crap, weapon offline?
Warning, examination theater compromised.
Damn it. Oh
Warning,
jeez.
examination theater
That was
compromised.
accidental.
Warning, examination theater
Holy
People are
crap.
quick to project human features onto things they don't understand. The Typhon kill us without hesitation. But it's not because they're evil. It's because they can't do otherwise. You know what we discovered? They lack mirror neurons. For all their wonderful abilities, there's one thing we can do that they can't. Empathize with the suffering of another living creature.
Jeez. That was a little terrifying. Now I'm out of things again. Morgue. I want to find Dr. Bellamy's body. Mimic matter.
Psionic aptitude available.
Hit. Prepare.
No alien material detected.
I'm an idiot. I'm indisposed, Devian. Kestrip wants to discuss some urgent matter from Annalise Galagos. The science operator lets itself into the morgue by the half hour on the dot every day. Shadow it and slip in. Remember how funny I found Alvin Broyle's movies up until I had that second combinatorics neuromod installed? Now they can't even elicit a chuckle. I'm not imagining this, am I? I did enjoy them, right? Haley isn't happy about it, ever since she scrutinized my every move. How much hot sauce I use, where I put my shoes before bed, even my handwriting. You'd say you're still the same person you were before your mods went in, wouldn't you?
Error log submitted. Alien threat detected.
Jeez, they're everywhere. No matching key card, so I need a key card for the morgue. I need a key card. Unless there's another way in. Can I do this? I can. Let's do that. It's my handy dandy Huntress Boltcaster. Yeah. Ha! I win. What do I win? I win the internet. Ah, there he is.
Scanning target. No alien material.
This isn't the first time a Typhon organism has broken containment. It happened before, shortly after your initial neuromod tests. You and Alex fought about terminating the project, evacuating, but Alex insisted he could control the situation. That's when you began implementing secret contingencies, hiding the plan for your arming key, videos, the January protocol. Your concerns have proven to be correct.
All these corpses have numbers. Just like the one they were experimenting on. I wonder if these were their human subjects. So it's not that they died during the outbreak, it's that they died during the experiments. Well, I found the key card at least. So there's that. Lockdown lifted. Uh-oh.
Research complete.
Oh, I can research turrets too. But where'd that Phantom go?
Eradicator auto turrets. TranStar's last-ditch defense against an outbreak. Flimsy, but they're easy to fabricate. Best part is the built-in psychoscope tech. They can discriminate between alien and human targets. Shouldn't be a problem for you, since you're not an alien.
Good to know that I'm not an alien. leave yet today. And look at the other half of this map yet. Grounding resistor? Material extraction.
Hey! Hey, over here!
Oh! Hi!
What, you need guns? Ammo? I saw one of them science types going to that armory. Saw him punching the code. Hey, you get me out of here. I'll let you have it. My name's Aaron. Aaron Ingram.
A fence in front. They were experimenting on prisoners.
Hey. What are you reading? A rap sheet, huh? Look, I'm telling you, on my mama's grave, that is a stack of lies meant to make pushing that button easier on you. Okay, fine, listen. I want to be honest. Some of it probably is true. I done some wrong in my days, but this ain't right, you know? Come on, y'all got to let me out of here. I never did anything to those kids. Now that's what I'm talking about. Some human decency, friend.
We're not gonna
You're
like
the one
attack
person that
me,
showed
are
me
you?
any real kindness, and you can believe I won't forget it. So if you still want that code, it's 8714.
Okay. Don't die.
Listen, you run into any other fellas wearing a green jumpsuit? Watch your ass. Well, they ain't all decent human beings like me. I seen one of the other volunteers come through here, a big guy. The bastard wouldn't let me out. Now I'm glad he didn't. Watched him bash some poor sucker's head in with a wrench. Kept going on and on about black eggs and whatnot. Real disturbed.
Wow.
I ain't never seen creatures like that. Where'd they get them? Bottom of the ocean or something?
Try outer space.
You look kind of familiar. You sure you ain't been here before?
Well, maybe, but I don't remember it. Yes, shotgun fabrication for the shells. Awesome.
Eradicator auto turret version 0.7.6 online.
So many nice things in here. I'm glad I let him out. Let's see.
Scanning target. No Typhon material detected.
You're coming with me, Mr. Turret. I might need you. Poltergeist?
Attitude adjustment required. Deploying.
I don't mean to be a nuisance, but when do you think we'll get to that breach?
I'm headed out there as we speak.
What do you think happened?
Hard to say until I lay eyes on it. Could be some micrometeoroids punched a hole. Rare, but it happens.
Okay, good. Hopefully it's just that.
Is there something you're not telling me?
No, of course not. It's just that storage room has classified exotic materials. We really can't have it be inaccessible.
I understand.
So now I have a quest to go.
Oh, just lay low for a bit. Plan to ride out of here.
Detected.
Whoa. Okay, why didn't that work? There. Jeez. Live exam mark. Okay, now I've gone the whole way around. Uh-oh. Ellen Barker's home.
Vital signs critical.
Oh.
Requesting new operator.
Heal me up, please.
TranStar
Hello, are you here
Pyramid
for an appointment?
490 medical class
Pardon me?
operator ready to deploy. Please stand.
Diagnosing superficial injuries. Nothing a portable medical kit can handle. This won't take long. Good as new. Don't forget to complete a patient questionnaire. Your feedback will be invaluable. I didn't see you there.
Medical pharmacology. There's no way to open this door. There's gotta be a way somewhere. Oops. I didn't mean to do that. Turrets are hard to hack. I wasn't trying to hack it, I was trying to repair it.
No alien material detected.
Jeez Louise. Oh. Airlock. Oh, I wonder if I can repair that thing from out here. Let's do that. Yeah, still full free. Cool. Hi, Tori. Tori.
Microgravity detected.
Morgan, I've been wondering if it might be bothering you that you planned your own death. It's a lot to swallow. My advice would be, try not to think about the end. Focus on what's in front of you, one step at a time. I'm here, if you need help.
Hardware labs. Here we go. and go get whatever's in there. Sweet. They want to live inside us like a disease. It's not very encouraging.
In light of what we now know the Typhon are capable of, and not capable of, it seems prudent to revisit the Project Cobalt material.
Igor, neuromods can already adapt Typhon material to the human mind. There's no reason in principle the reverse wouldn't work. Say you managed to insert human neurons into a Typhon. How will you know it was successful?
The new neural structures would need to mature over a series of actual experiences, or simulated ones.
What?
Simulate the experiences. Calvino, he has...
Right, okay, look, it's fascinating, but let's focus on what we know is working. I don't want anyone devoting resources to this.
Sounds like Alex didn't really want her to do this simulation thing. Mitsuko, I need a report on 37's condition in my transcribe ASAP. Either that Psycho's the luckiest prisoner in orbit, or worse, we've got some problem in what we're feeding the Typhon, and that can't happen again. Morgan said something about wanting to question 37, but that's low priority. He was practically unresponsive before. If nothing pans out, I'm going to prep 37 for an echophilectomy? What is that? Sure, I'm going to bring it up again next R&D meeting. Will you support me? Mirror neurons. Sure, Alex will probably shoot it down, but say the idea gets off the ground. Still have two big questions to answer. What's the test environment, and whose neurons are we talking about putting in them? Volunteers are a no-go. Yeah, it sounds like this person and me were just like, yeah, let's do this, and then convinced Alex. So, whatever happened in those experiments, it doesn't seem like Alex is in any way at fault. Whoa. Behavioral biometrics. Labs B.
Vital signs critical.
Oh, jeez. not a mimic, not a mimic, not a mimic. Everything's labeled. Well, if it's not labeled, we better shoot it. Apparently. Unless they mimicked the note, in which case we're screwed. And it doesn't matter. Not that it matters anyway, because everyone is dead. Everything is labeled. Wow. Hey, Captain Racefire, welcome to the stream. How are you? Kinda got lost attacking stuff here.
Hello, Dr. Yu.
Right, I was in there. Status report 37, Helen. 37 has shown signs of further instability in the last 24 hours. Subject demonstrated morbid curiosity in small objects around him, attempting to place them in his mouth and consume them, nutritive and non-nutritive. Initial diagnosis would seem to be rapid onset pica, but there was no evidence of this prior to exposure to the telepath. We're not ruling out suicide attempts, although the subject isn't making an effort to hide it. I'll be performing an endoscopic exam next shift to make sure nothing is lodged in the esophagus or intestines. Dr. Helen Baker Combs, 37, is still under suicide watch. As requested, the prisoner hasn't been given any sedatives to keep the system clean for upcoming surgery. No food either, only water. He doesn't do much except rock back and forth, staring at the same point at the wall and mumbling to himself in Russian. Can't make out what he's saying. He's made no attempt to hurt himself that we've seen. This volunteer doesn't seem to be suicidal. He seems to be disoriented, like he's sleep drunk. Encephalectomy. I think we've gotten just about all we're going to get out of 37 by talking. I want you to schedule surgery within the next few days. Let's get it out and into analysis as soon as possible. Get what out? Typhon Mimesis Part 3 may explain how mimics arrived here and how at least one survived in the vacuum inside the Kletka for so long. They can move to an adjacent dimensional bubble where time passes much more slowly, shifting back with the appropriate stimulus, e.g. prey. From the mimic's perspective, a 6 million year journey to our solar system in the form of an iron meteor might only take a few seconds. These things are the ultimate trapdoor spiders. Ugh.
I can hear the weaver through the walls. Son of a bitch is gloating, I know it. How are you holding up?
I dropped a couple of nightlights to lure the phantoms away. Put sticky notes on every goddamn thing I'm sure isn't a mimic. You?
Good. Safe inside the armory. Squashed a mimic that slipped in, but that's it. I got everything sealed tight.
What's our plan?
Wait for rescue?
You know, if we make it, Alex is just going to pull our mods.
You want to remember this shit?
I think we could get out through the guts. Work our way up to the Arboretum.
Okay. Say the word.
Behavioral biometrics. Ooh, more neuromods. Lab B3. Oh.
More specimens required.
That must be the lure. Typhon lure, Rory, I've loaded another nightlight as requested, up to the psycholuminescence. This time the Typhon ought to follow the lure like an imprinted duckling. Whoa.
Isn't it fascinating? There's something almost angelic about those golden filaments, like frozen light. The Typhon weave it out of thin air. The question is why? We have a lot of theories, but no solid answers. Not yet. I wish you were with me, Morgan. Not the way you are now. The way you used to be. I know we could tackle this together. Like old times.
Scan complete. More specimens required.
Greater mimic. I am apparently full. I need to find a recycler. No life transmitter to test chamber to suppress mimic's abilities. Typhon Mimesis Part 1. Using Mossbauer spectroscopy, we track hyperfine splitting of an isotope embedded in the target object, in this case a standard TranStar coffee mug. The creatures seem to have a weird affinity for them. If the mimic actually altered its atomic structure to duplicate the target object, then we would expect the reading to be consistent in the duplicated object. When the alteration occurred, the reading was present, but the frequency had changed. The new object was on a different time scale than the original. Time to place your bets on how this actually works. My money is on number 2, obviously. Number 1, hallucinogenic field. Mimics project a field that causes observers to think they see the object. Number 2, pocket dimension. Mimic swaps places with the object in a parallel universe, stays connected via a wormhole. Transmutation. Mimic reconfigures its atoms and molecules while maintaining its own subjective consciousness. After the last 6 months here, I'm going with magic. Dome Taker 3. Pilgrimage to the autarky of the doomed. Of the domed? Arrived with my last drop. Let me know if you'd like to download. The caves are all handcrafted. Must be a game. Mystery Man. Does Lanzetta ring any bells? Dr. Gus Lanzetta, what if I told you he worked with us for a week? 1 week. The week before the entire science staff had its last quarter's neuromods removed. He left his badge in a locker. I had IT look up his account, and it had all been deleted, but all but his credentials. Who the hell was he? So it sounds like they were regularly erasing the science team's memories.
Hello.
Typhon dysmorpha?
You probably didn't see me there.
Okay. I want to do this. Go to the left.
Scanning target. No alien material detected.
Typhon plasma. Xenogenic brain damage. Oh. Is that what we are seeing pictures of? In the x-rays in that other area? Was that brain damage because of the neuromons? Subject holding a...
Hello, Dr. Yu.
Okay. Oh, it's around the other side. Okay. in trouble.
Morgan, where are you going? You won't be able to use Alex's escape pod without... Wait, who are you? Please identify.
Whoa, okay.
Morgan, this is January. That operator was an earlier defective model. Or something worse. Alex, the Typhon, they're all working against you. Trust yourself. Trust the video you made. We need to get the arming keys and destroy Talos 1 before it's too late.
Laurel, there comes a time in every man's life when he looks toward the future. Eraser marks. Laurel, would you do me the honor of accepting this proposition of affection and stupid eraser marks? Laurel, eraser marks. Aww. The electrical fault is still an issue in subsection 19. When will the replacement electrical components be available so I can finally get this repair underway? You understand I cannot leave this subsection offline at all times, correct? Meanwhile, having to navigate around fan vents is not ideal. Parts are on the way. Operator dispenser locked.
Requesting new operator. TranStar Cobalt 410 engineering class operator ready to deploy.
Inspecting. Your suit integrity is compromised.
Woohoo!
Careful. Coming through.